Hello everyone! I recently had a free morning, so I took a solo trip to Universal to see how many of my favorite rides I could get done before noon. With early park admission, I headed over to Hagrid's, where it turns out it was basically just a walk-on. I got very lucky for that ride. Post Hagrid's, I decided to head over to Velocicoaster and get some thrills in. After that, I had to go see Hogwarts and check out Forbidden Journey. Then Flight of the Hippogriff was up next as the last open ride for early park admission, and I was able to get them all in before 9 o'clock. Then it was time to go hit Hulk, always a favorite of mine. And then there's Doom. Thankfully, it usually has a very short wait, so I was able to sneak on that one and get it done very quickly. From Doom, I headed over to Spider-Man, and I had mentioned before, but most of these I was hitting the single rider line when possible. Post Spider-Man, it was time to get wet, so I headed over to River Adventure, another one of my favorite rides at Universal. After River Adventure, I jumped on Kong, and I was able to get 9 rides done before 10 a.m. And on my way out of Islands, I ran into a few friends. And after Islands, I walked over to Universal Studios Florida, and I jumped on Ripriderockit, where I chose my favorite song off the hidden song list, 901. And if you're not familiar with 901, that is Moving Right Along by the Muppets. It's always a favorite of mine and what my go-to when I hit Ripriderockit. And I'm going to miss that when it's gone here next month. Then I jumped on The Mummy and wanted to see if Brendan Fraser ever got his cup of coffee. Next up, Gringotts, a walk-on for the single rider line at this time of day. After Gringotts, I headed over to Men in Black, which has some of the best air conditioning in both parks. But unfortunately, we only managed to get cosmically average in my car for the day. And then my final ride ended up being Simpsons, which is always a fun adventure. Well, that made 14 rides and some character photos I was able to get in before noon. So be sure to follow us to see how many more rides I can get in next time, and maybe I could even break this record.